few stories about another place I used to work. This place sold software. We sold a particular piece of software. It retailed for anywhere from $700 to $1,000 per package. And we sold it to big corporations. And then at some point somebody decided to come out with a version of it for $99 for consumers, right? Now the thing you have to understand about this company is we all hated the company. We hated the guy that owned the company. We hated the company. We we thought the piece of software was crap, and to a large extent it was. And so we had no respect for this place. Now I got a whole bunch of stories, so I don't know if I'm gonna get them in all in one video, but here's the first thing. The guy that ran this company had no hair. No hair. I'm not talking about like he was bald. I'm talking about had no hair on any of his body. That's it. He had some kind of a disease, and I don't know what it was, but it robbed him of all the hair on his body. And we hated the guy. And so we used to have a meeting once a week where the salesmen had their offices or had their desks. It was in one big room. And he used to sit on a folding chair in this meeting. He'd lean up against the wall and he'd do this, right? I don't know why he'd do this, but the whole meeting he'd be like doing this. We're like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? And after a while we figured this guy was from outer space. He had to be an alien, and this was the alien salute, right? We hated that guy. And in that room, where all the salesmen were, all their desks were, they had a ceiling fan in the middle of the room. So, like this one, you can't see it, but it's there. And we hated this place so bad that we used to throw crap into the fan, right? It didn't matter what. Boots, shoes, paper wads, it didn't matter what it was. We'd throw it at the fan. And of course the fan would zing it against the wall, right? One way or another. But the trick was, you never knew where it was going to zing it. So once you threw it up into the fan, it might go over there, or it might go over there, or worst case, it might hit you. So nobody in their right mind would do that you wouldn't do that in your house probably, but we hated that place so much that we didn't care. We just threw it up in the. So anyway, let's see what is it? Oh, that's right. At one point, we had this girl who came in and applied for the receptionist position, right? And she, I don't even remember what her name was, but she came in. They hired her, and she came in every day dressed to the nines. I mean, she had expensive dress, and this was a low rent place. We didn't get paid that much, and so, but she was dressed to the nines. She was like fancy dresses and all this jewelry, and she's made up, and her hair's all done and hairsprayed and the whole bit. She was dumb as a bag of hammers. And I don't remember what her name was, but behind her back we used to call her Fifi. And she was so stupid. Sweet girl, but just dumb. So she went to the bathroom one day, and when she came out of the bathroom, she says, "Oh, I've lost my bracelet. I lost my bracelet." That's probably some solid gold thing. I mean, she had all kinds of jewelry. And the first thought was, that's what? How did you do that? And that's what we spent the first little part of this asking, like, how in the hell did you lose your bracelet down the toilet? How did that work? What? So then somebody realized that we weren't on the city sewer system. We had a septic tank out the back. And we knew that if it got flushed, it went into the septic tank. Now, I don't know anything about septic tanks except that they're big, big things underground. And they hold all the crap that gets, flushed. So we didn't want to do our jobs anyway. So a bunch of us guys went out back and we popped the top on this septic tank, and whoa, oh man, whoa. So we're not sticking our hand, understand, we're not sticking our hands down there. We got yardsticks and tree limbs and stuff like that. We're sticking, and I don't know how we ever got the idea that we were going to ever retrieve anything out of that, that stupid septic tank. Well, we're poking around in it, and and finally one of the bosses came out and said, "You guys, you're never going to find that thing. Just let it go." So we all went inside, but oh my gosh. Anyway, that's another couple of stories from that place.